What's up, world? This is Mr. Nicholas King Bowleg Brown, Father of the Year. This is day 98. That's right, 98 days going live, baby. Consistently, first time ever going live consistently. Initially, I was only supposed to go live for 30 days, but we didn't push, and stay consistent, constantly showing up, getting better and getting greater every live. And it's day 98. We did a lot of things yesterday, accomplished a lot of things. We're going to accomplish a whole lot more. There's so many things going on in this city. This weekend is going to be, there's so many events. We got events today, tomorrow, the day after, the whole weekend. Some of them you got to pay for, some is not a fee. They got a card con or something like that that's going to be at the Georgia World Congress Center. Waka Flocka gonna be performing. It's gonna be a whole bunch of people there, trading Pokemon cards and stuff. That's gonna be Saturday and Sunday. You got a sneaker con or something like that. It's gonna be here Saturday and Sunday. You got an RV thing that's gonna be here starting the day throughout the weekend. Not to mention the open houses and all this other stuff. There's so many things going on here. So if you wanted to network or have experiences and meet new people and stuff like that, Atlanta's the place to be. I would say if you come to Atlanta with a plan, because you're going to need some money to move and groove. Come with a plan. I already have your plan mapped out and just execute on your targets, and you can accomplish a lot in a short period of time. It's the air. The air cold came out of there. But yeah. So again, like I said, this is day 98. I was talking to my wife, like I'm always doing, talking to her last night. I'm just thinking about how I came across something. I think it was on Gary V's page, and one of the things was I'm my biggest critic, but I think it was crossed out to saying I'm my biggest cheerleader. And I had to realize how far I've come in these last 14 years, from my mindset and my place in life 14 years ago, and my mindset and my place in life 14 years after then, and moving forward and where we're going, and in regards to the trajectory of this course that we charted out. And I gotta be more proud of myself. I'm more so looking got so much more to do, keep doing. But if I reflect and look back from the last 14 years prior to that, I ain't have an idea, a plan, a concern, or none of that in regards to doing what we're doing. Couldn't even imagine it. But once I started learning, hearing the Minister Farrakhan speak, started watching Hidden Colors and documentaries like The Secret, and studying thought leaders like Napoleon Hill and Les Brown and Jim Rohn and stuff like that, and consistently applying these things over time, it actually grew me into who I am now, into a whole new mindset, a whole more stronger mindset, a more productive, positive, optimistic mindset, which has allowed me, as I've become a father, which I've been a father now, my oldest son turned 15 yesterday, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding I can give them and share with them and model before them, and also expose them to other people who are further along in life in certain respects than I am. So they get to get the best of both worlds and all worlds as they're growing up, opposed to being my age, being almost 30 years old before I started really learning these things started to click. So that means there's a window of time that I feel like I'm saving them by exposing them to these things that it took me 3 decades to learn and become aware of. So look what I've been able to do in 14 years. And not only what I'm looking at, what I've been able to do in 14 years, I'm looking at what they've been able to do in 14 years. Because my two youngest sons are 12, so they've been around is just knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So when you see them with such confidence and such power when they move around, and success what they move around, they've been raised and grown in it. No different then I would say Deion Sanders and his children. If your daddy is doing something and he's good at it, or your mother's good at something and you're exposed to it, you're around it, and they put you in the same type of system and they're there being active and present, then it's like it's only a matter of time before the children take heed to it, because no different than us requiring our children to get up and go to school or clean up behind themselves and all these different things. We training our children to be productive and self-sufficient, and no matter what they're doing. So I'm just looking at that and showing myself, realizing to show myself more grace, more appreciation, and just more, not necessarily give myself more credit, but that's that too, but appreciating my sacrifices and my own efforts as I've been able to focus on my family, keep us all together, and keep us all on the same mission. Because that's what it's taken. Because had I not made the sacrifice to teach them my own selves and to learn these things, then I would be someone working, my wife would be somewhere else working, my oldest son would be in one school, my two youngest children would be probably at the same school, but probably in different classrooms. So that would we would not be necessarily growing as strong together, being on the same page and the same path, because everybody's doing different things. And not only that, being influenced by several different schools of thought, from the teachers, the peers, the schools, all these different things. So by me being able to make this sacrifice, it's put me in give me more control of the mindsets and the development and the characteristics of my children, and what I need them, what I think is important for them to be exposed to, opposed to me putting them in somebody else's system and they teaching them about things that may be irrelevant or it's time consuming and may not be helping them. So again, this is day 99. Day 99, and I'm giving myself credit, flowers, or however you say it, just thinking about how challenging it has been to make this decision of self-discovery and self-development, chart out this path against the wishes and advice of family members and friends, facing ridicule and criticism, rather in person or behind my back or whatever it has been. For me to be strong enough in my mindset to not falter to those things and constantly move forward confidently and believe in myself and bet on us, so much so to where now they all becoming believers, because we're not going to stop. We didn't get in this thing to stop, because family is the most important. The way our family runs, God is at the head and family's after that. So we keep moving forward, and with God on our side, there's only thing to do is win. Even when things doesn't pan out how we want it to pan out, it's still happening for our benefit and for our progression. And so knowing and understanding that, and by me being active and present, they get to see what a man is and how they, in the form of their daddy, and see how a man operates in regards with women, in regards to how I am with their mother, our relationship. So they come up in a household where they are bear witness to harmony, teamwork, love, appreciation, gratitude, respect, love, joy, all these things, all the positives, or as many positives as we can give them, opposed to what they see on TV or going on out in the world, or what witnessing on the news and things like that. We got our own program. And so we programming not only ourselves, but we're reprogramming ourselves, and we're programming our children to go to be successful at a young age and to take this on moving forward, because this is their standard. If you've seen some of the videos that we did yesterday, we went to, like this weekend, we're going to some open houses, some multi-million-dollar houses. Yesterday, we were around hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars worth of cars, from the Lambos, the Rolls Royces, the Koenigseggs, the what else? McLarens, like you name it. It was so many different luxury vehicles there. Some of them were rare vehicles, like 1 of 12 in the world and stuff like that, $2 million cars and stuff. And this is exposure, which is expanding not only our mind, but most definitely our children's mind. So in this world, in this life, this relay race, we getting this information and these resources, these experiences, and we pass it to our children, prepare them as they race, and you prepare to hand it on to their children so they can take this same information, which is the true generational wealth, this mindset, this information, this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, carried on to the next generation, so we won't have to start from square one or start below square one like we've done so many times. So now we're making preparation not only for ourselves and our children, we're making preparation for their children and their children's children. So we make this thing solid, this foundation being reinforced, being stronger and stronger. Then we got vision, and we charting this vision for years and years ahead. That way everybody know what the expectations are. And so that way we have something to constantly strive for. When you know what you're here to do, when you know what you're supposed to do, and you do that, it's less likely for you to get distracted from wandering and drifting, like the book Napoleon Hill has written called Outwitting the Devil. So now we stay focused on our mission. We keep building, we keep growing, we keep making impact, and we keep enriching ourselves, enriching others. And that's how we build true and real generational wealth. So we're making history every day. And coming from where we come from, this is a huge deal, a huge undertaking. It's very inspirational. It's very motivational, and it's exciting. And it's done. We're doing it and have been doing it through extreme challenges. So if we can do it, you can do it too. And so shout out to everybody that's doing something productive and powerful in the city of Jackson and beyond. Everybody that's being great parents, being active, being present, being concerned about their children's future and well-being. And again, if we can do it, you can do it too. And this is, again, Mr. Nicholas King Bolek Brown, Father of the Year, day 99. So stay tuned and be great. You got greatness inside you. Stay tuned.